Hello guys, Hikiami Morikotes, and welcome to another indie game. This one's called Midnight on the Milky Way, and you might remember this game because I already played it once before, but this is the complete version. So we finally get to know what happens with all the characters in this game. This is one of my favorite games that I have ever played in this channel, and I'm happy that I can play it again. Because I could not stop for that. He kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves, and immortality. Okay. We slowly drove. He knew no haste, and I had put away. Okay, I don't know how to read this, but my labor and my leisure too, for his civility. We passed the school, where children strobe, at recess in the ring. We passed the fields of gazing grain. We passed It was... How embarrassing. I can't remember. Unfinished things are the worst. Well, I'm sure I remember how it ends. Would you like me to tell you? Well, in the end, the Gemini report. The soft chugging of train tracks wake me up. Something important was being said to me. I can't seem to think of what it was. I have a suitcase in my lap and a hat on my head, and I'm sitting in emptiness. And besides that, it's empty. It's like all of my thoughts have fallen out. This is a special sort of trouble. I must have been somebody once. I had to be. How did I end up this way? Where is the train going? I'm a person made of nothing. When chasing my thoughts, I only find emptiness too. There is one thing pulling me down to reality, and that is the gentle sound of train tracks. Hour 0. A drink with danger. There's no use sitting and doing nothing. With much doubt, I decide to wander to wherever the next room is. From the inside, I can hear life. That's where I'll find answers, surely. And it looks to be a bar. It has the sound of clinking glasses and soft humming. And there's this guy. There sits an imposing devil, bent over his drink. Hey there, fuckface. His voice comes out low and gravelly. He gives off the slight scent of smoke. I've discovered a new feeling. That feeling is intimidation. Shaking in your boots? How quaint. But there's not much I can do to a fuckface like you anymore. Not anymore. Let's have a sit down. How about that? What is this? Nothing is coming out. My mouth is... My hands shut up to my face in panic. Nothing. It's not the fear killing my voice. I simply have no mouth at all. It's gone. No nose, no eyes. Everywhere my hands are met emptiness. Now, calm down there, chickadee. You are running my piss. If I could cry out, I would. I shout at the top of my lungs, but it's all gone. What happened to me? Where am I? And who? And out of you. The man's deep voice rips me out of my panic. He returns to his drink. Now, you can sit here, fretting over your pretty little face, twisting yourself to pieces. Or you can man up and have a drink. It's a perfect night for a gin and conversation. Not that you'll be doing much conversating. And not much drinking because I don't have no mouth. I suppose he has a point. This annoys me greatly. I take a seat next to him in the fit. There we go. We are the only ones in the car. There isn't even a bartender. What luck. Instead of a bartender, it's the devil who slides me a glass and pours. Got this from behind the counter. It don't taste too bad, I'd say. The name's Huffy, by the way. Huffy the knife. Even if I could respond, I realize I have anything to respond with. Because even my name is gone. I look down into my drink. Looking back at me is a dark fog. That's me. This train, do you know how you got on it? I weakly shake my head. Maybe you're lucky for getting so easy. Not everyone gets that luxury. But by your stand-up looks, you seem like you got some good things to go back to. My stop is coming in due time. If you don't mind, I'd like to do some conversating. Okay, man, go ahead. The devil takes a slow sip from his glass. Now, I don't want to be too self-appreciative, but I say I can read people pretty right. When I see a fuckface like you, I see somebody who gets moody too fast. That's not good, especially where I'm from. Where I'm from, it's best not to think too hard about nothing. But I'm bad at following my own rules, fuckface. Maybe that's why we are sharing a drink like this. If that's the case, I got lucky after all. You must not remember how you got here, but I do. I was finishing up some work, the kind that's supposed to go down easy. Boss gave me a picture that you was some guy who was your height, but skinnier. I says, you got me clipping a bookworm? I guess he was clear with money in some way. Causing some outside with the fellas in high places. Nothing to worry about, of course, because by looking at him, I could tell I'd be getting drinks before dark. I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening to me today. So I head out into town, thinking of how I'm gonna do this. The snow was clean and crisp, so it made for good thinking. A guy that Boyle don't have the muscle to fight back, but he sure do be getting the brains. If I was him, with all those smarts and all that money, I'd make sure my back was being watched. I'd get a few guys, I'd keep a cutter on me. It was gonna be a good fight, I felt. He wasn't so hard to find. He looked like a coat rack, running around in that new suit he must bought with swift cash. If he didn't get so greedy for that suit, maybe we won't have waltz like we did. Although, I was a pretty alright with waltzing. Oh, the footsteps, nice. I walked right into his trap. I sometimes like to do that, just to get myself giddy. I knew that he way at the back of the alley, and there be two guys behind me, and we have a real good waltz just for the fun of it. It's a cliché, but I'm a romantic. And the skinny fella who led me to this wonderful night, why, I ought to give him a sloppy kiss on the lips for showing me such a good time. You won't get it, you're a stand-up guy. It's better if you don't. But there was a day back then that I learned to find joy in what I do. I could hear the sweet sound of knives coming at the shits behind me. That only got me more excited. You can't help but think, are they gonna swing or stab? Is the blade newly sharp or has it got the wear on it? Are they the calculating sort or are they the full of fire? How long will this moment be? When you see the fight in the other man's eyes, you know it'll be something to savor. I push my blade right into the side of the first grunt. It goes in easy, like it's hard through butter. He goes down just in time for the other fella to jump out, swinging some iron pipe. Oh damn it, I skip. I took the iron pipe and crack. He sent flying into the frost. It got my blood going, but it was nothing too bad. Just wasn't enough. You see, there was no passion. And then I turned around. It was the skinny fella. I was sent to ship off. I'm afraid a weakness of mine is that I am not too keen with faces. I'm better at seeing people with how they carry themselves. And this coat rack, well, I won't remember his face. But I'll sure as hell remember his quick step and the hot feeling in my chest when his knife pierced through. When you see a man's eyes and you see the fight in him, you can tell they're fighting for their life or they're fighting for something else. These were the eyes of someone who didn't care for his life. He was fighting because he liked it. I took my own knife, slick with blood, and gave him a good thrust to the side. As much spark as he had, I couldn't keep him withstanding, so I watched him gas like a fish into the snow. I could have done anything. Maybe be a clean-cut fella in another life, or maybe I'll go back into the dirty business. But as I think, no matter how many times I get reborn, I remember that head I felt when that coat rack of a run stuck me a good one in the heart. Sounds strange. In a line of business where you shouldn't be thinking these things, but it felt like I was coming home. And one way or another, I was on this train. I know it don't make much sense, but that's the way things happened. I'm at a loss for words. The man I'm drinking with is dangerous. The overwhelming urge to run takes me. I don't expect a do-gooder like you get it. For you people, your life is all good out for you. I didn't try to get into this business, more like the business got into me. Some folks, we don't get to start off so clean. That's alright, fuckface. I can read you plenty fine. We won't have to stick with me much longer. Huffy puts down his drink. I think this is where I'll be living. No worries, I won't ask for another round. I'm not that soft. Oh, damn it, I want to save. Yes, let's save. This line of business don't have much in the ways of close relations. I'll give you a present. Carefully, Huffy removes his mask and places it on the bar counter, while he turns too quick for me to see. Since I'm here, maybe I'll turn over a new leaf. Think of that, Huffy getting clean cut. If you're lucky, we won't meet again. Huffy walks away. I haven't touched my drink at all. I don't think I could drink it, even if I still had a mouth. But it's strange. Even though I'm shaking, even though he smells like smoke, I think... No, it couldn't be. I get up from the bar. I need to find out where I am. And as much as I feel like I shouldn't, I take the mask that killer left behind. I don't have any regrets, he said, and he left me this. I walk out of the empty bar with hurried steps. The rooms I find are empty of life. The only sounds louder than my thoughts are rhythm chugging of the train and my own panicked footsteps. The sensation in my chest grows stronger. Anybody. I just want to... That's it. Thank God. There's somebody here. I'm gonna ignore that typo. I open the door and a figure appears before me. A young man with a knowing grin. I can tell if I'm to be comforted or suspicious. Can you speak? I don't know. I'm cut off by my own surprise. Just before I couldn't make a peep, but now there's sound. Without even thinking, I put a hand up to the mask and give a sharp whistle. My ears are met with sound and my fingers feel warm breath. The mask Huffy gave me. That's good. It would be trouble if you couldn't. Most passengers here have a lot to say. You look like you have a lot to say as well. I'll help you however I can. Who are you? I'm a passenger like the rest, but I've been riding longer than most. Shaheen, the Fortune boy. You can call me Shaheen. I'm about to offer my own name when my mind goes blank. I've forgotten that, something so important. It's gone. Shaheen answers my hesitation with an understanding smile. Please, trust me when I say it gets better. Who are you? I already asked that. Yeah, my bad. What do you mean passengers? Well, we are on a train, so naturally we'll have passengers. Aha, I know what you mean. Everyone here has their own circumstances, dealing with things just as you are. Even that devil fellow, if you can believe that. I'm reminded of the killer's gruesome story. The strange feeling comes crawling back. I push it away. Please be kind to them, even if they are not so kind to you. What about this train? Aha, I too wonder about this train. I can tell you much. Have you looked outside yet? The view is unlike anything. Other than that, I wouldn't worry. Just keep your ticket close. I don't remember any ticket. It's surely your person. Take some time for that case there. A case. I've got a suitcase for some reason. I can't recall anything that's inside. My name, my suitcase, how I even got here. Shaheen's face goes unexpectedly solemn. Take care of your ticket. You'll find many a good soul on these tracks, but there are cruel ones as well. I grip the suitcase even tighter. What happened to my memory? Give me a second. Everyone's a bit forgetful in the beginning. It's only natural. Because the shock of the situation, it's too much for one person to process. Normally, one will be gathering some flickers about now. He furrows his brow in deep thought. I can't help but feel awkward, waiting for this child to help me. He breaks the silence with a weary sigh. I'm sorry, this is something for you to find. Please understand. Gah, I can hide my disappointment. Talking to more people may help. And that's all. Somehow I feel like I'll learn nothing at all. He's young and polite, but he still irritates me, dancing around the subject like that. Still, his sincerity is there. He must have his reasons. You look unsatisfied. I understand. I've been there being locked away with no clear path. And the more you look, the more you realize you are completely utterly lost. Do you think you will find what you're looking for? I have to. That's a good answer. Some might call you childish for so simply thinking, but I find it admirable. There is something to respect about people who know what they want. He's speaking to me, but it feels strange, as if I'm not really worthy of those words. For now at least, rest easy. It can be very stressful coming to terms with all this. This unfamiliar place, alone. But please don't worry, just enjoy yourself while you can. And with that, he makes a movement to leap. Will I see you again? At my fervent question, Shaheen lights up with laughter. Ha! You sound like a little child there. Ha ha ha! Or some long-lost lover. If I had a face, it would be turning the brightest shade of crimson. Well, dear lover, I'm afraid I got my own affairs. Please understand. You're very entertaining. Don't you go flirting with me, Shaheen, please. It's just some things must be done by yourself. But I'll visit you when I can, alright? For some reason my chest hurts. Shaheen gives me one more glance, offers his condolences, and disappears into the next car. Somehow, it hurts. I feel compelled to rush after him, begging for a little more time. But that's just embarrassing. Even as the chest pain grows, it will be too childish. The thought of drinking with that killer isn't so unattractive suddenly. Anybody, really. A flash. Oh, damn it, I skipped that. I hadn't thought that. Wait. Oh, no, I don't have a. Anyway, I hadn't thought that look outside yet, but there I see it. Through the window, in the vast expanse of stars, the darkness goes deep and the lights fly past, too fast to grasp. Space. This is what space looks like. And the stab in my chest, I know that too. It's loneliness. Or one. Bright pearls for my darling. Oh no, it's crying. Billy is crying, damn it. For a time, all I could do was take in the scene. The sinking feeling of being small, of being trapped. It was all too strange to absorb. I went numb with the shock. What realistically can I do? All the way out here, without a face or a name, in... that sounds so stupid, I exclaimed. So with my chest puffed out, I began to explore the cars as I came across them. Each car was filled with empty seats of simple construction, the only real impressiveness coming from the large windows that revealed the starboard sides. Slowing slightly, I thought I was caught of a small planet surrounded by golden rings. Occasionally there will be something that I couldn't make sense of, like the sight of a seabird or a school of fish going by. It's too impossible. However, I've never been to space until just now, so maybe fish and birds are things that are completely common occurrence. What a lovely sight. Yes, it's like nothing else. But even as I stopped to stare in wonder, even as I kept my chin held high, it did not help me the beating pain caught between my ribs. My disappointment led me to taking a seat by one of the windows. Out of curiosity, I pressed my ear to the glass. A small tinkling sound, as if the stars themselves were clinging against each other. Maybe that's just a way of conversation. If I close my eyes and focus enough, maybe I can catch a few words. Maybe I can understand what they are saying. Maybe I'll learn something. We got a real bum on our paws. Ah, this guy, I hate him. I hate him so much. Welcome aboard the Gemini 22, valued passenger. You've been kidnapping for a while. I'm your devoted attendant, Doppler. Doppler, the Necroman. It's a cat. A real, true talking cat. He's wearing some kind of clean, cute uniform, not a whisker out of place. Well, if it's a uniform, then it's certainly from this Gemini 22 thing. What is it, passenger? It's rude to stare. I'm sorry. You see, Doppler, I haven't seen another person in some time, and I'm a bit confused. Oh, so I take it you're trying to sniff off some answers, huh? That's just it. You want me to help me? I nod feverishly. I don't know how to do that voice. His wordplay is grating, but the prospect of help gets me excited like a puppy. The catman gives me a taut smile. Aha, I see. Sure sucks to be, meow. Huh? You see, valued passenger, it's not really any of my business. Maybe you're the boat attendant, but I'm sure as hell I'm your friend. I'm just here to check for tickets and whatnot. But milk at your ticket, right? I feel the urge to slam my suitcase over the smoke felon's head. Instead, I exercise restraint and open it for the first time. Well, at least that I can remember. Luckily, the first thing I see is a shiny silver ticket. It's cold to the touch. Let's save. Wait. It's cold to the touch and surprisingly weighty. I have to find a name, but the only thing I can read are the words Gemini 22 one way. The rest is foreign to me. Gee, passenger, you sure are taking your time. I'm just making sure it's it. Alright. Well, passenger, I will be a silver color, which is like shiny gray. And you're larger than a few inches. Shush up, I know. Here is my ticket. I shop the ticket at Smug Beast and he gives me a proper hole punch. Oh, this seems perfectly fine. He hands it back after he takes a extensive look. I slip it quickly back into my suitcase. Say, Doppler, what will happen if I were to lose my ticket? What are you planning on it? No, I don't know how things work around here, that's all. Sure. His face stays just as a smile, but his eyes feel like they are boring into me. Well, to put it lightly, you'd be in a world of hell. God damn it. Well, you can reach stop with a ticket, right? Yeah, right. I can tell if he's joking or not. Either way, this guy really puts me off. I already spent way too much time here. I jump. Look after your ticket, meow. And so the fiend peters away. When Shaheen said that there will be cruel souls on this railway, he really meant it. Still, seeing another person eases my pain just a bit. Oh, the suitcase. That's right. I hadn't really looked through it. Hopefully, I'll find something that jogs my memory. The silver ticket. Gemini 22 one way. The number, it's 00999. It's late, 666. Oh yes, the precious silver ticket. I better keep my eye on this. Just as I observed before, it's thin but weighty. I can read most of the characters engraved into it. And what's this? Rubbing my hand across it, a light silver dusting clings to the pad of my fingers. It's thin like glitter of fairy dust. I can't help but be amused by that. The specs. When you look at that, a pair of gold rimmed specs. Well, it's not real gold, and the construction is a bit flimsy. From this I suddenly deduced I had weak vision, and an even weaker bank account. Nothing else comes to mind. Postcard. Greetings from Orpheus Bay. This, it's sure to tell me something. Except the postcard is completely blank. Apparently I was too busy to write anything. So frustrating. The front of the card has a pleasant photo of the ocean. Unfortunately, nothing specific comes to mind. The flowers. Once, these must have been lovely, now they are dead. When you pluck a flower, no matter what, it will end up wilting. I can't imagine what or who they were once for. And the rings. A pair of wedding rings, they feel impossibly heavy in my hands. These are made of real silver. How much did they cost me? Well, silver is not that expensive, right? I can't afford for the life of me to remember. Even worse, I can't remember who they are for. A wave of misery washes over me. The reason I wanted this train had to do with these rings. I can feel it. These were so important. But when I try to dig deeper, my throat begins to close up. That's enough for now. That's all for now. I latched the case shut again. Yet again, I didn't learn anything new. In fact, I feel almost worse than before. I checked. Such frustration. I wish I knew just one small thing for certain. And here it is. I was so lost in thought I failed to notice that a small wiry-eyed creature has snuck up on me. A rabbit of all things. They stand blankly staring with their red-rimmed eyes. Are you lost? I love this song, man. It's gonna make me cry. They simply keep staring. Is your mom here? Is something on my mask? I'm gonna try to do the voice. I don't remember what voice I did for this character is. Like, sure, are you cheerful? Or something like that. I admit my spirits aren't that high. Nice, cheerful. As in, crying cheers. I can do that voice, man. I see now. The short is asking if I was crying tears, if I was tearful. What a strange question. I don't think I could even if I want to. Not with this foggy face. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I'm just fine. Monsieur, I heard cheers. I think you heard was cheerful. I keep hearing cheers. So when does she? What? That's something I don't know how to respond to. Maybe my hair really wasn't tears. Aye, sure. I have it nuts in the eye. Suddenly, the child bursts into powerful tears. It's so cute, man. I'm sorry, sure. I judge you with sadness. It's quite alright. Not much wish to hear about cheers. It's so emasculated. I think you mean emasculating, dear. Hey, this is so cute, goddammit. I was never in the school, sure. I'm sorry. Please calm down, it's alright. My hair was crying, alright? It was tearful. Finally, she hears me out. If she cried anymore, we'd have to swim through tears. Through the cars. That's alright, sure. I emasculated to have a show sometimes. She pats my knee to comfort me. Thank you very much. The name is Billy. You have my welcomes. Billy Rabbit Child. What a well-mannered kid, even if she's a bit eccentric. Nice to meet you, Billy. I'd love to give you my name, but I'm afraid I don't remember what it was. You don't remember shit? What a tragedy. A terrible tragedy, certainly. So I'm trying to find something to make me remember. Oh, hey, I'm looking for something too, my precious thing. Oh, well, what is it? I can't help but be infected with her sudden excitement. This will be at least a nice distraction. It's true as precious as pie. Because I have the pearls you see. Pearls? Like from the ocean? Aye, pearls. And I got this train here. I didn't have the precious thing anymore. Ah, man, I feel sad now. Waterworks again. Billy, don't worry, we'll find it. Will? Absolutely. It has to be around someplace, right? Sure. So brave. I actually have no clue how I'm going to find those pearls, but now she sees me as so brave. I have no choice but to deliver. Why don't we get looking for them? Many hands make light work. Hi, sure. You were below, sure. I stood up, suitcase in one hand and Billy's paddle in the other, and away we go. I have no idea what we are doing. Sure, are you done rusting in there? I got myself tucked halfway under one of the tables of the din cars, the rear up and up. Just as in the bar, there's nobody manning the place. That means we can search every place as we please. Except... I'm sorry, Billy, there's nothing but carpet under this thing. Sure, no need for service. I can see you putting your whole soul into it. I appreciate the appreciation, dear. More searching that leads to nothing. The furnishings of this place are woefully outdated and worn, with films of dust blanketing the entire room. Furthermore, the construction is just confusing. Walking from one car to another in a linear fashion feels somehow labyrinthian, with the repeating cars, and when they don't repeat, they seem to be out of order somehow. Say, Billy, if you had a bar and a dining car, wouldn't it make sense to put them together? If people were looking for a proper drink, they have a meal first, and they head to the next car. Placing them too far apart seems like a bad business decision. Is this like a torch or like a hand? Whoever built this place must be in halfway silly. I pulled myself up from the other table with a sigh. If I were to have a drink, yeah, you want to welcome me sugar first. Well, that's a peculiar line of logic indeed. Sure, you don't understand. Demers must keep a fig. A fig? No reason why you can keep one even if the bar was next car. Although, I didn't see any figs stuck in the cabinets here. Sure, you're acting chilly. Fig, as in tall glasses of water. Too wet the damn good. I love this. Guess of that here. Ah, figure. Hey, how did a little kid like you learn to speak so indecently? Clever observation, Sure. Too with... I'd like to give her parents a talking to. Except they probably aren't here. Billy, are your parents on the train? No, they be off chilling much like it. You mean you don't know for sure? Sure, I prefer them to be chilling than joining me. I shouldn't judge family matters like this. It's rude to intervene. But I can't help but be concerned. There's a clear ringing. I hear it coming from the last car. But we already went to that car. It was empty. Dread overtakes both of us. No, calm down, dear. I'm sure it's just an auditory hallucination. Yes, an obligatory hallucination. Of course, and we just coincidentally both had it at the same time. Of course we sure need to be coincident. Gee, I'm fearing for my soul. No? It's fine, Billy, don't worry. I really don't know if it's actually fine, but it feels like the right thing to say. I'll go check things out. Can you stay here for me? Hey, we want to homage with my life share. I salute the brave soldier. With a pounding heart, I march valiantly to my doom. No, don't go thinking like that. That's too masochistic. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. There's no body there. Everything is as we left it. Even the dust settling on the base seats lies undisturbed. I can tell if I'm half mad and dully lonely at this point. No, that was real. A sudden wave of chills comes over me as the car changes somehow. Hello? Can anybody hear me? I answer in the most peculiar fashion. The car is no longer empty. Out of nowhere they simply appeared, like phantoms. With some hesitation, I approach one of the figures. Excuse me, do you happen to... The person I'm speaking to is something like a translucent shadow, flickering like a candle in the gentle wind. They don't acknowledge me at all. Or at least not in the way that I can recognize. Can you hear me? No response. I wave my hand and saying hello, but they seem to be in another world entirely. They won't be able to talk for some time, please understand. I'd know that polite voice anywhere. You were just like that when you first entered the train. It's the way of things. Well, that's a strange way to enter the train. A strange way is suitable for a strange train, isn't it? That makes sense, in its own nonsensical way. Oh, that's just right. This kid knows more about this place than I do. So if anyone will be seeing Billy's treasure, it will be him. Say, Shaheen, have you seen any pearls? Oh, plenty. That was easier than I thought. That's fantastic. Where'd you find them? I didn't find them myself. Rather, I traded for them when some Americans came to town. Apparently, it's a popular practice in southern regions. I suppose I did find a few myself, but they were of hardly any quality. I should know. Of course, it was too good to be true. That's what I get for not being specific. Any reason for the question? I'm actually looking for specific pearls. They are supposed to be in this train. A friend of mine, well, they are important to her, so I was hoping... Aha, that's much clearer now. Pearls on this train, We won't dive into deep thought. I apologize, I haven't seen anything like that here. No need for apologies. I'll try looking for them myself. Had you had any advancements of your memory yet? Honestly, I was hoping he won't bring that up again. But it has been such a great distraction, I almost forgotten the pain in my chest. I feel so disheartened. No, not yet. I searched my cases, as you said, and nothing solid came to mind. It's like I'm playing games with myself. I can't seem to win. That's troubling. I don't know how to help you in this case. But you have some time, so don't worry too much. It will come naturally. Now, I just feel like he's trying to make me feel better. How do I always end up being the child? Aha! I know I have a present that may help you. He produces a set of silver inlaid cards from his pocket. They have a dazzling amount of detail in the patterns. Do you want to play old mate? Hahaha, old mate, that's right. They are for fortune telling. It's a skill that helps you when you don't know what to do. I was about to say I don't believe in that ridiculous stuff. But as I am on a train in the middle of space, I withhold my statement. Shaheen pushes a stack of cards to me. Go ahead, take one, and no looking. Might as well try it. Let's go with the middle card. I don't remember what I took last time. Feeling a bit obnoxious, I struggled to slide one from the middle. I think I got this one the last time, maybe. It's a card of... Maybe you get the same card, I don't know. Shaheen swipes the cards away quickly. I told you not to look. It soils the fortune when you do. Shaheen, what was that card just now? Please understand, you're not interpreting it correctly. It's quite scary looking, isn't it? But it's simply because the end of things. For example, the end of your search. Are me bothering the other passengers? Or the end of this conversation. I'll find you another time. Goodbye, Shaheen, you coward. And just like that, he ducks away. How does he move so fast? What were we doing here, valued passenger? I was enjoying the fine company of these good people. Is that right, Miss Lady? The shadow next to me does not respond. It's very not here you're causing any trouble from here out. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Tell me about it, passenger. God damn it, cat, I hate you. And he finally leaves. I'm about fainted from fear. That cat has such an intense weight about him. He could learn some consideration from a certain somebody. Ah, Billy! It would be best to tell her that there's nothing to worry about after all. Billy, okay, if I remember correctly, this is where the last time the game ended. The demo version ended in right now. So I'm gonna cut the video right now, and I will see you guys in the next part of this game to see what will happen with Billy and with me. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next part. Goodbye.